great amateur wrestler, now a great pro wrestler, but there is a reason for your being here now.
Well, we're here today. I want the people all throughout the world to watch this piece of film that I brought in here. I wish, they get together now and roll this thing.
Well, let me explain something first. I understand there were sort of certain stipulations regarding the particular match that took place.
Yes, we had our Mid-South Tag Team title, Colonel Buck Robley, and myself against the Freebirds, and which I didn't know anything about the hair match. And if we lost the match, Colonel Buck Robley had to lose his hair, which I didn't know anything about. And during this time, our dressing room got ramshacked, and we had an article that was missing out of there, which we couldn't find, and later on, it was brought up.
Now then, I think that's the point that we really need to make abundantly clear, is that this article that was missing was critical to what happened to you.
Yes, it was very critical to me and my family. Hayes, Gordy, and anybody else in this area that want to sign their name on a contract, but I'm pointing this particularly to you, anywhere throughout the world. Oh! I'm ready, Daddy. 285 beautiful pounds. Let me tell you something, Mrs. Hayes. You cost me something. You cost Dog not to be able to see his baby girl when she was born. You cost me 3.5 months laid up into darkness. And now, Hayes, I'm on your trail. I smell you, Hayes. I smell you. And I know he's here.
Well, there's no question about the fact that he's here, and the fact is this was a hairspray or a hair cream that was, well, the only thing I can say is illegally used. There's no question about it.
We had the thing analyzed, and the guy said it was a mixture between hair remover that women use on their arms, I guess Mrs. Hayes used on her legs, and that magic shaving powder.
Yeah, a depilatory, if you will. And so I'll tell you what, let's take a look right now. Let's journey to New Orleans and see exactly what the Junkyard Dog is talking about.
Well, it's a sold-out capacity crowd at the Superdome there in New Orleans. It was Colonel Buck Robley and myself against Michelle Hayes, Terry Gordy, and Buddy Roberts. And see, this is the thing I'm talking about. That container there, it belongs to Paul Orndorff. Now, our dressing room was ramshacked. A lot of guys go over and exercise, get themselves loosened up before a match. And Paul Orndorff couldn't find this thing, so we thought somebody had, he had misplaced and left at home, which was a hair remover that he was using against Ken Mantell in the previous match that was taken out of his bag. And I don't know to this day how Hayes got a hold to it.
Well, obviously, of course, this is the very thing that eventually cost you your sight for a period of time.
For another 11.5 weeks. See right here, we had the match pretty well on the hand. Colonel Buck Robley is a man with a lot of tactics. He can teach me a lot of things. And we had everything going our way. He's the other one big boy now. You can't take that from the guy. He's a tough and rugged young kid. And right down Colonel Buck Robley got the sleeper hold on him there. And I say right there we had the match. Everything was going our way.
All right, at this point in time, it did look like things were going well for you. However, with a combination of Terry Gordy, Buddy Roberts, and Michael Hayes against just the two of you, those odds then took their 10.
Yeah, but we was used to this type stuff, 3 against 2, because I had the power and the brain power, and I had the strength. Colonel Buck Robley was the man that taught me all the different tactics and stuff, and we put this thing together, and we had ourselves one hell of a team.
Well, obviously, that's very true because it was written up nationwide, the combination of the Junkyard Dog and Colonel Buck Robley, and I think we're seeing tremendous ample evidence now of the type of combinations. A beautiful Russian leg sweep by the Junkyard Dog, which certainly indicates once again the tremendous capabilities of this man. Here's a dangerous posture.
All part in the match. I thought we had lost the belt. He had Colonel Buck Robley's pin there, but you see there, he pulls him up. He's been taking it 3 times, he pulls him up. He's trying to injure the man. Which, at first, this whole thing got started. Michael Hayes got power drive outside the ring, jammed up his neck. He threatened Colonel, said some way, somehow he was going to get even. But I didn't never think he was going to come to nothing like this. So I've been traveling around to 10 or 15 different states, trying to get title shots with Hayes, and he's been zigzagging in and out, and finally I located here in the state of Georgia. So that's why I came over.
There's that excellent right hand working extremely effectively against Terry Gordy. A beautiful body slam here, power slam.
It shows all over right here. That's a thumper. There you go again. Got Buddy Roberts jumping off the top rope. Mrs. Hayes outside giving the instruction that she usually do. Mrs. Hayes, Michael Hayes.
See that?
But I still thought that this time we think here, things pretty well situated. Here they double up on me. But I can take a lot of punishment. I work out every day, 285 pounds. I push the irons pretty good. And see that? They get on top now, which through the state of Louisiana, Mississippi. Here in the state of Georgia, you got 10 out of the top contenders throughout the world located in these three areas.
Well, certainly no question about that, and we're beginning to see more and more evidence of this situation. Now that they've tired of the 2-on-1 situation, you duck under, catch him with a beautiful right hook, and make your tag, and Robley starts to move into the ring.
Robley's a very, very scientific type wrestler, but he got a lot of rough movement and stuff about him. The guy's a nut. That's why I like him, because I don't claim to have all my marbles up there myself. And that's what makes us such a good team. Neither one of us care about anything that goes on that ring outside of winning.
Well, of course, you say that. You say you don't have all your marbles. I think you're probably one of the brightest men that I've ever met in this professional ring.
Michelle Hayes, she split the ropes. That's the last thing I remember. I hit the floor, bumped into the ring pole, and I was out. So right there, Buck was on who's 3-on-1 by himself.
He's facing a problem, of course, added with the additional bracelet he's wearing on the right arm, but now a 3-on-1, that's virtually impossible.
Yeah, but see, this is a no disqualification type match. Mr. Anything goes. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fight fire with fire. And just with how I took a spill outside, which Michelle Hayes was the cause of. So he's the cause of everything that happened around here. He got the world on fire right now. A lot of animosity have came up throughout the nation right now due to the fact of Hayes. But right now he's rated as the #1 manager throughout the nation. And I think he's proud of that. See? He's trying to cross the top. Talking about where we brought him in. I'm still outside out. I can tell you one time what time it was that long, what day it was.
Well, that was the point that I just wanted to make, too, is that in this point in time, you are still outside the ring in rather dire straits, and now Buck Robley, the 3-on-2, 3-on-1 situation is beginning to take its toll.
You know, with that clothesline and that, you took the win on anybody, and they had got beat. But see, here's that container again, which I didn't know anything about it. Later on, I asked the referee about it. I called and asked President Freddie Miller about it. And, we discovered things. We looked at the film over and over. And see right there. That's what I thought. I thought somebody, a lot of times the fans throw things into the ring. I thought it was some type of beer or something that somebody had threw into my eyes or threw into the ring and it scattered, it shot off in my face. Hey. There you go, sweet. Let me tell you something. Don't come out here selling no whoop tickets. Don't sell no whoop tickets. Hey, I tell you what. I'm here. I'll take you on now. I'll take you back to sleep. Nothing but seeing.
Hold it now. Wait a minute. No, sir. No, sir. Now, we will not have that here. No, sir. We'll be back.
Continental Town Car from the fabulous Freebirds. Quite a match indeed. And I thought it might be interesting for all of you to get a chance to look at the closing moments of that match and to watch Robert Fuller and Ted DiBiase emerge victorious from the standpoint of at least regaining the car and keeping their money. And obviously, the Freebirds are, of course, still the... there you see the Junkyard Dog and Michael Hayes handcuffed together at ringside. And it is... Fuller and DiBiase against Roberts and Terry Gordy, and there you see him bringing up beautiful belly-to-back suplex. Roberts in a lot of trouble now. And there's Fuller stepping into the ring, catching Roberts again after a tag was made. And, of course, we're seeing capsule highlights of this match. And good team effort here on the part of both Fuller and DiBiase. Outstanding tag team comedy there. You see the referee accidentally caught by one of the feet of the Freebirds. And it is Robert Fuller. And Buddy Roberts has him staggered, catches him with a hard right hand. Ted DiBiase taking care of Terry Gordy in the far corner. There he goes into the famous Fuller leg lock. And Terry Gordy breaking that up. And it's a good thing for Buddy Roberts that he did, because that's an extremely painful hold. Now, outside the ring, and as you can see, Michael Hayes tripping up DiBiase from the outside. Michael Hayes and the Junkyard Dog still handcuffed together and battling away. And it's DiBiase coming out before the count of 3, and now Fuller chasing Roberts outside the ring. You can see the Freebirds, much as the World Heavyweight Champion, are very prone to leave that ring area as often as possible. There you see the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's where Robert Fuller regains the Lincoln Continental Town Car. And it's all his now. There's no question about that. And Ted DiBiase regained his money. And now, of course, you see what happens here with the Freebirds. They're great at back jumping. And it's DiBiase battling it out with Terry Gordy. Michael Hayes outside the ring having his problems with the Junkyard Dog. And now, of course, Terry Gordy and with DiBiase over the top ring rope, but another figure 4 in that manner.
You know why? Because that's my figure 4. That's not Buddy Rogers. It's not Jack Briscoe's. It's not Wrestling 2. It's the Nature Boy's figure 4. You understand? Everything I do is original. Like that girl over there said. She said, "You see the Nature Boy? Woo, he is some kind of fine." Right or wrong? He is some kind of fine. He's not one of the Freebirds. He's not Dusty Rhodes. He is the Nature Boy. He is the finest thing going today. Cadillacs, diamond rings, and any woman I want. Just like that. Why? Because my name is Ric Flair. And I am the finest, toughest piece of work in wrestling today. And I'm here, Gordon, for one reason, and one reason only. Because Harley Race won't come to the Big Daddy. Woo! So the Big Daddy is coming to Harley Race. And I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving Atlanta until Harley Race and I meet right there. Fast women, fast athletics. That's what Atlanta's known for. That's what I'm known for. And, brother, the Nature Boy is going to stay here until he takes the world title from Mr. Harley Race. Ladies and gentlemen, look at it. It's the finest product today. No imitation, awfully imitated, but never duplicated. The Nature Boy will be here for a long time.